after an ICE agent shot and killed Renee Good in Minnesota. The American public and politicians are divided on who to blame.
The simple fact is, what you see is what you get in this case. You have a woman who was trying to obstruct a legitimate law enforcement operation. Nobody debates that. You have a woman who aimed her car at a law enforcement officer and pressed on the accelerator. Nobody debates that. I can believe that her death is a tragedy while also recognizing that it's a tragedy of her own making and a tragedy of the far left who has marshaled an entire movement, a lunatic fringe, against our law enforcement officers.
Now, Renee Good was allegedly blocking a road with her car when ICE officers were conducting a raid in Minneapolis. ICE agents approached her car, appearing to give her instructions. Now, the video seems to show Good trying to drive off and an ICE officer shooting her. Homeland Security Secretary Kristi Noem argues the ICE officer was acting in self-defense.
ICE agents repeatedly ordered her to get out of the car and to stop obstructing law enforcement, but she refused to obey their commands. She then proceeded to weaponize her vehicle, and she attempted to run a law enforcement officer over. This appears as an attempt to kill or to cause bodily harm to agents, an act of domestic terrorism.
And the president agrees with his secretary, calling the video a, quote, horrible thing to watch, and that Good was violently resisting law enforcement. But Minnesota Governor Tim Walz and Minneapolis Mayor Jacob Frey are pushing back on that narrative.
What we're seeing is the consequences of governance designed to generate fear, headlines, and conflict. It's governing by reality TV, and today that recklessness cost someone their life.
To ICE, get the f*** out of Minneapolis. What we do know is that a 37-year-old woman is dead and that she was shot by ICE.
And the debate over who's really responsible for the death quickly spread to lawmakers.
We need a quick and full investigation to get to the bottom of this. But when you have these ICE agents all over the streets of our cities without any cooperation with local law enforcement, local communities, tragedies, horrible tragedies, killings occur.
There's no evidence at all that this was a justified shooting. So let's deal with the tragedy right now. She hasn't even been buried. Her family is grieving.
Now, as protests continue and political tensions rise, this story is far from over. Head to part 2 at our channel, The National Desk, for everything we know so far about Renee Good and how her family is responding to her death.